Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 24th. You have this Work Through Your Fears card and also this What Do You Need to Release card. I don't know. Really wouldn't be a Leo reading without some sort of release card, right? I feel like something like this comes up for you every single week, but it is what it is here, Leo. It's a great time to face fears, I think, for a lot of people. We're in like a transition period, and we're also kind of like in a portal period, I believe, where we all are kind of crossing through some sort of portal in our life that will lead us to like the next level, if you want to use that word. And what I always say is like snakes are guardians of portals, and so to get through a portal, we have to face the snake, and snakes represent fears. So we are, just at, kind of connecting those dots, right? We definitely have to face or let me rephrase that. Let me back up here, Leo. Basically what I think is that we have to what everything we want is on the other side of something we've never done before, which I've always said to you, but it's also like on the other side of some sort of like little fear. And they're probably not big fears, they could be anything. It could be like the fear of getting attention, or, the fear of speaking up and being wrong, or, whatever the case may be. So, it's a great time to face fears. You have the Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Six of Wands is a victory, or, a success coming in for you. So, again, this would be attention. Leo loves attention, so there could be a lot more attention that's available for you with the Six of Wands coming in. You also go down to the Knight of Cups, to the Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups could be love, but, the Knight of Cups, and, clearly you have a love offer because it's like you're showing up right here, but the Knight of Cups can also be your dream, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of you could be finding success with the Ten of Pentacles. Now, one thing I want to say is that we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Sometimes I feel that the Knight of Swords is getting to a certain point in the reading, like he's going this way, and then he's running away. So the Knight of Swords says, don't run away from something. And it could be love with the Knight of Cups. It could be pretty much anything. But the Knight of Swords says, don't run away from something that is scary. He's making a hasty decision. The other thing that I always say to you, Leo, with the Knight of Swords is I would be very careful of people who are telling you things. And again, I want to stress because, I think there's too much drama in the tarot world sometimes. And it's like, I don't think we have to cut every single little person out of our life, right? It's not that bad. But I would just be careful of people who are rushing into your life and telling you oh my God, there's this big issue, right? And one of the where you have that reaction where you just react and you don't really think about the consequences, right? That's the Knight of Swords. When a person rushes into your life, you have a reaction, then you find out it wasn't true later on, right? So I always say, be very careful of anyone who is yelling and screaming about, the sky falling or whatever with the Knight of Swords. It's probably not true. And just think before you react. You have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. I mean, you can't make this up. Literally, if you go back to the maybe not the first video that I did for you on this channel, go to my videos, sort them by oldest. If you go to the second one, I'm pretty sure you have the Eight of Spades in that one. I don't know. I'm going to have to go look. But since that time, you have gotten either the Eight of Spades when I use playing cards or the Eight of Swords with me every single reading. So the Eight of Spades, Eight of Swords are both cards of looking for other ways of doing things, needing to realize that there isn't only one way to accomplish your goal. And, the Eight of Swords is just about being flexible, plain and simple. With the Six of Wands, you have the Tower here. I feel like you're fearing a Tower moment with this energy going on here, especially with that Knight of Swords. And again, I would definitely be super careful of anyone who's telling you that the sky is falling, or, this could also be yourself. If you are in a mental place where you are feeling like things are just falling all around you, it might be time for you to prove yourself wrong. That's kind of the energy I get here, is that, maybe you are having to pull yourself out of a place, but at the same time, I would prove yourself wrong, basically. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords, a victory, success, good things coming in for you. In this situation, the Ace of Swords would be about getting to the truth, or getting to the truth of the matter, right? And I feel that for you. The Ace of Swords is a victory, though, and the Six of Wands is a victory. even with that tower, that even though you have the tower, the tower isn't going to ruin the entire reading. And, this could be saying that there could be a surprise victory for you. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to clarify the rest. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Death card. Yes, something needs to go. The thing with the Tower and the Eight of Swords is that, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, both of those cards can kind of like cause a Tower moment if we don't wake up, right? Because the tower, those people have been in the tower, they've been ignoring reality, and so the universe is like, okay, you are not seeing other solutions, so I'm gonna create reality for you. I'm gonna bring you down to reality. And again, I feel that for some of you, this is saying that allowing for transformation could actually help you avoid a tower moment, because it will help you see reality for what it actually is. So I would pay attention. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Gemini card. It says, speak your truth. It says, choose your words wisely. Remember that words have consequences. The Tower could also be words, with the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is also you speaking your truth. So it could be a great time for you to speak up, speak your truth, things like that. You have this fleeting flare path. It says, something in your life will be brief, not meant to stay in your life forever. Tower. Tower can be a quick situation sometimes, or something that falls apart quickly. So we'll have to look and see what that is. You have the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Four of Cups, he needs to accept this new offer into his life. And, the story of the Four of Cups is that he's been disappointed 3 times before. So he's afraid to accept this new cup because maybe it'll be another disappointment, but really it won't. What's really funny that's popping into my head here, Leo, is I feel like there's something that you need to accept that's going to lead to the next thing, right? It's like if you don't accept this, whatever it is, it's like you're maybe it's going to take you longer or whatever to get to the next level. So if there's something that you're hesitating on, maybe it won't stay forever, but this could be like a job or an opportunity, and it might be short term. But I also feel that it's important for your journey, so I would accept it. I also feel that if there is love coming in, that this is not going to be temporary. I feel like there could be a long-term connection here coming in. It could be a knight in shining armor with the Knight of Cups. Could be any sign. Nothing is really standing out to me here yet. So it could be any sign that's coming in for you. But, this person is literally, making an offer to you right here, Leo. So there could be a person making an offer. It looks like communication. So, the Eight of Wands could be, quick communication or something that moves very quickly. The other thing I'll say about the Knight of Cups is that the Knight of Cups can be your dream. And the Knight of Cups can say you need to keep working towards a dream. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups wants you to follow your heart and your intuition. And I think we're in an amazing time for following our heart. So whatever your heart is telling you to do is what I would do with that card. With the Four of Cups, here you go. You have the Knight of Cups. So you might be a little nervous to accept a new love offer into your life. But the Four of Cups wants us to remember that we have learned these lessons, right? Those 3 cups in front of him kind of represent the fact that he has the ingredients for success. He just has to mix all those lessons together and apply those lessons to the new situation. As long as he is applying what he has learned, and this is not just love, by the way. This could be, work or business or a new opportunity that you're working towards. As long as you are applying what you learned, then things will go very well for you. It's only if you don't, and if you keep making the same mistakes, that you're going to have a problem, right? So I would definitely pay attention here. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Six of Wands again. So here you go. We have the Six of Wands twice towards the Ten of Pentacles, which is amazing. This really could be a surprise, with the Tower. You could be surprised that a person is interested in you, or, even if it's not love, this could be attached to your dream. So the Knight of Cups is very dreamy, and, he has that water flowing in front of him. And I always say he's standing in the desert. All he has to do is plant a seed in front of that water, and it will grow. So you could be surprised that something is actually successful if you try it. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing. But really the Seven of Swords with the Eight of Swords is about finding another way to do things. He is stealing these swords from an army in the background of the card, and so he's going to war without going to war, right? He's actually avoiding conflict by stealing those swords. So the Seven of Swords says there's probably a better way to do everything in your life, and you just have to discover the other ways of doing things that you're doing. The card itself is all about being tactical. The other thing about the Seven of Swords is that he has these polka dots on his cloak. Polka dots in the tarot represent taking things too seriously, and they show up on this card and also the Three of Pentacles. And the polka dots kind of say you have to take a more lighthearted, playful approach to life. Like, life isn't that serious, right? And so anything that you're doing, I would be more lighthearted and playful. You have, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this going forward card and this leadership card. I mean, you're a Leo. You are meant to take the lead, plain and simple. So, I mean, I believe that all Leos are meant to be leaders in some way. Like, I feel like that's part of the karma. And again, I think people take this too seriously. It's like, this doesn't mean you have to be some sort of like amazing CEO. This could mean that you take the lead with your children, or it could mean that you take the lead of your family, or, it could be you even taking the lead of yourself, right? It's like, I think Leos self-sacrifice too much. Personally, I have 9,000 Leos in my life. I kid you not, right? I'm probably going to end up marrying a Leo or someone with Leo on their chart, right? Because, I'm a Pisces that has screwed himself into this situation. I chose the Leo life, right? That's why I love Leos. So there you go. But what I would say is that I went on a rant and I just forgot what I was going to say, Leo. So, yeah. Pisces are airheads. Don't date a Pisces, right? But what I would say here is that I feel that you have to take the lead. Oh, on yourself is what I was saying. You self-sacrifice too much, right? And so sometimes I think Leos just need to like make their own decisions, make their own freaking decisions that they actually want to do. And with all 9,000 Leos, every single one that I know, it's like they all do things that they don't want to do. And it's like, I think that's part of the leadership here is that, of course, there will always be times where maybe, friends or something want to do something and you don't, but you just do it just to go along. And that's fine. But, again, I think for the most part, are you really living your life or are you living someone else's? That's like the question of the century for Leo. You have the Eight of Wands, the Strength card, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands is quick success, quick conclusion, things moving very quickly as well. So I think for a lot of you that things could be moving forward very quickly for you at this time, as long as you stay focused. There also could be communication coming in for you with Eight of Wands as well. You have the Strength card, which is Leo. So you showing up in a very strong position. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want from the reading. The Strength card is also about conquering yourself. This lion represents her inner beast or her inner critic, and she is taming the lion. The lion is submitting to her. So she is in control of what she says to herself. She is in control of the things that she does. And the Strength card is the card of soft control. Like she is doing this mentally more than physically, and so she is just the one that is in control of her inner voice. And that's what I feel like you are doing that. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I think every fixed sign really wants to create a Ten of Pentacles right now. So the Ten of Pentacles is about building, leaving a legacy. And I feel a lot of you could be building, leaving a legacy at this time. This is something that you will probably be working on forever. I always say, Ten of Pentacles is good, but it's not something that we just magically get. Like, unless you know that you're getting an inheritance, then, it's probably something that you're going to be working on for the rest of your life, which is good because the Ten of Pentacles is like ultimate security and wealth and abundance and success. But again, it takes time to build. But I think a lot of you are focused on building this level of security in your life. With the Eight of Wands, you have the High Priestess. I definitely feel you need to trust your messages, right? Like, Eight of Wands is communication. The High Priestess can be intuition and trusting your intuition. So I feel it would be a great time to trust your inner voice, like moving towards your inner guidance. And, again, maybe you need to get in touch with yourself is really what I think this reading is saying. It's like, like I said, I think for too long, Leo has been living other people's lives, like, making sacrifices for other people, doing things for other people. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, the problem is when you end up not living your own life, right? So I feel it would be a great time for you to, like, tap in and, meditate, listen to your inner voice and do those things. With the Strength card, here you go. You have the King of Cups. So we have the Queen and King of Cups. Definitely could be divine counterparts if you want love. It kind of is a love reading, really. It could be surprising. Like I said, it might be one of those things where you're not like expecting a person to be interested in you, and they are. So, there you go. This would also be controlling your emotions, by the way. So the King of Cups, he has very deep emotions, but he has explored his emotions, so he's not freaking out because he's in control. And so a lot of you could be working on your emotions. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, it's time to get started. It's kind of like a repeat message for everyone that it's time to get started on the Ten of Pentacles. I think that it's because we basically have like this year to really take the first step at least. I always say we don't have to be perfect with astrology, but we have Neptune in Pisces right now, Saturn in Pisces. Neptune, big impossible dream. Saturn says if you take the first step and you get to work, then you could manifest a big impossible dream. And again, and we also have Uranus and Taurus for the rest of this year. It changes signs next year or whatever, or the end of the year, whenever it is. And so all that energy is like saying like start now, take the smallest step you can. You don't have to be perfect. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this laziness card. It says your dreams are so much bigger than your efforts to achieve them. If you want to accomplish great things, you'll have to try harder. So there you go. It's coming up in the good stuff though, so you probably are. You have this niche card. It says with your unique experiences and fresh perspectives, you do very well specializing in a niche. Yes. So if you have a niche, there's the key, there's a lock. You could be unlocking it there. But I think having a focus, of course, would be a good idea. You have the Three of Cups, Five of Swords, and Nine of Wands. The Three of Cups is celebration or happiness coming in for you. It's also people. Now, the fire signs for the past few weeks have been getting a ton of stuff about the importance of other people. I think that if you're going to be inviting people into your life, that you need to be inviting these people into your life in a support position. You're at the top. They are pushing you up, right? They are supporting you. And so I think as long as you have people who are supportive, who are helping push you forward, things will go really well. I think if it's the other way where you're living their life for them, trying to solve all their issues, trying to solve all their problems, that's going to be a big problem. So, that's what I'll say there. You have the Five of Swords. Really wouldn't be a Leo reading without the Five of Swords either. So Five of Swords, and how crazy is this, Leo? In the good stuff, right? Like every time you get this card, it's in the good stuff. So the Five of Swords is about taking a risk in the good stuff, and it is definitely a good time for Leos to put themselves out there, take bigger risks. Again, I would say like the risks. The type of risk you're taking because of Pluto and Aquarius in your opposite sign, the type of risks you're taking are the risk of exposure, the risk of speaking up at work and being wrong, the risk of taking a risk in work and being wrong, the risk of trying something new in work or business, the risk of public speaking. Those are the types of risks that you should be taking, and especially in work, because I think that those risks will pay off the most. You have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in the good stuff basically says that you're not giving up, that you are going to keep pushing forward, which is great. It's a card of perseverance. The Nine of Wands is also my card of experimentation. I think it's an amazing card for, trying new things and seeing what sticks. With the Three of Cups, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth. I think it's an amazing time for expansion and growth for you, Leo. So, and this could say that other people are really going to help you grow as well, or kind of like help you get out there. So, really good. With the Five of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I literally said a risk on work. Like, you cannot make that up, Leo. I just think you're taking risks in work or business or whatever it is you do to make money. And, again, this could be any type of risk. And there's one other type of risk that I think you should try, which is innovation. Any new ideas, any new directions, anything that you haven't tried before, or, whatever would be a really good idea for you with the Eight of Pentacles. Really, I mean, my thing is with Neptune still in Pisces, and what I would say is, like, I'm a big fan of people screwing around with tools right now as well, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. Like AI tools. It's like, regardless of how you feel about AI, like, I understand it. Like, I'm a little bit nervous about AI too, because, again, people think that it's going to be like Terminator robots. It won't be like that. It's like, with AI, if it gets smart enough to kill us, it's like 1 second there will be oxygen on Earth, and then literally in a split second, the AI will create robots in a split second that you can't even see with your naked eyes that will suck up all the oxygen, and we'll all drop dead. So really, there's nothing to worry about, because AI will be super efficient. If it's going to kill us, we'll just be dead, right? And so nothing to worry about there. But what I would say is, rant over, is that, I think that now is a great time for playing around with these tools and, trying AI stuff and seeing what happens. So I don't know, it's popping into my head with that card. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands. So it's a great time, exactly what I just said. I mean, Knight of Wands is all about adventure, building new things, trying new things, which I think would also be awesome for you here. So there you go. You have this cobweb card. It says protected from negative forces beyond your control. So you're protected. Again, a lot of your readings kind of have this element of worry, like worrying about the future or whatever. And really, there's nothing to worry about. Like I said, the robots will kill us instantly. We won't even know what happened. Nothing to worry about. You have this broken wishbone card. It says wish will not be granted. Probably the Tower. So again, maybe you thought you wanted something that didn't work out. And, I think it's time to move past it. You have this fire card. It says strong emotion, passionate love or hate. I would focus in the love direction. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, she really has to focus on that heart-based energy. And this doesn't even have to be a person love. This is doing things that you love, which I think would be an amazing practice for you, Leo, based off of too many people, right? So there you go. You have Dwight here. It says dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. I always clarify these cards. And then you have this fair woman card. It says dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So you could, this could be any type of person, but, definitely could be divine counterparts here. You have this shark. It says take care, there will be loss of material wealth. Yeah, I would keep an eye on your finances. I think everybody needs to be careful with their money right now, so I just wouldn't be spending like crazy. But this looks really good, Leo. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.